Bo, are you willing? Are you willing to go across, as Rick Smiley said?
Absolutely.
I think it would be foolish that anyone wouldn't go, right?
Well,
I mean,
no,
that would be the
well,
job.
There's the reality of working across lines, and then there's the rhetoric of working across lines.
I think that this is what the president was saying, that we have to go beyond party lines if we're going to save America from the economic catastrophe that we're in.
You know, this is not about Rick and I.
And this is all friendly fire here. This is just friendly
It's
fire.
all possibility that we both can win, or I can lose, or he can lose. The bottom line is that whatever happens on the Democratic side in the 22nd District, take it to the bank, we have to work together as a team. The last Democrat that represented the city of Plainfield, she chose to go to Trenton and have an independent voice. And we lost that seat for 10 years.
Sure.
Because it just didn't work. I happen to be very fortunate that I am able to go across the aisle. And as Rick and I know, just 10 years ago, this month, we were able to get Plainfield back as an Abbott district. But I had to go across the aisle because of the fact that it was something they wanted, it was something that I wanted. So I don't say I disagree with going across the aisle. The bottom line is that it's cut and dry. Either you're a Democrat in Trenton or you are a Republican in Trenton. A prime example, I was the key vote when Area Servios became the speaker. Again, it was along Democratic lines. So anybody that wants to make it something other than that, and by the way, we're not here just to talk about Plainfield. There's 11 other municipalities that we have to represent.
Of course.
And I like to feel I've been able to do that.
You know, no, Rick, let me comment. The other day, on HarvestRadio, on my Sunday sermon, I surrendered my Sunday sermon to some people called Focus on Care in Scotch Plains, and they take in homeless veterans. And they spoke very highly of the work and stuff that you do. Okay, we're going to go to a break.
The homeless rate for veterans is multiple times higher than it is
I think she comes.
I think she comes.
And I've been saying all along, I said, look, they have to
see it already.
Look who's here.
Right here.
She said we changed since you last had a I'm going to microphone your voice a little soft.
Can you guys not share this like that? It's interactive.
Well, I believe you sent your invitation, but on Tuesday night, did you get an invitation for Tuesday night's forum?
No.
Nobody called you, nobody asked you to.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
That's why I have trust issues.
No,
Was it Wednesday?
What do you mean, at the library?
Yeah.
Oh, the library was Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
It was a Wednesday night, right? The Wednesday, because we had the show the next day. So it was Wednesday. But that, that's how it handled. Remember now, you guys are on tape, on video.
Oh, yeah.
Please contact us at www.focusoncaring.org. Thank you.
Bring the church and bring the family to Somerset Patriots baseball. Special group discounts are available now.
I'm Reverend Zechariah Jackson. Church was happening now. Downtown Sartoga.
Rick Smiley.
Yes, Rick, I know.
This summer, have a picnic with the Somerset Patriots.
Thank you.
Hey, New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. Are you ready to praise, worship, and shout? It's the biggest gospel fellowship of the year. McDonald's Gospel Fest 2009. Starring the electrifying Miss Patti LaBelle. The psalmist himself, Donnie McCormick. Gospel superstar CeCe Winans. Regina Bell. Gene Marks, B.J. Winans, Sissy Houston, and Bishop Hezekiah Walker and the LMT Choir.
One thing though, when you're sharing this mic, don't drag this. Take it. You have to take it physically out. Okay?
No problem.
Or go to the Prudential Center box office. Go and get your tickets now. It's the gospel show of the year. Hallelujah.
Hi, we're Birch, and you're tuned to the Gospel Hit. Hi, this is Yolanda Adams, and you're listening to Harvest Radio, WKMB, 1070 AM.
Okay, we're back, and Linda Stender is here.
Thank you.
Okay, so she's here in the house, right here with the rest
So I
of
know for sure she got an invitation.
Well,
Because she's here.
she's here. She's here.
And I'm pleased to be here, so thank you very much.
And we're happy to have you. We're happy to have you. Bo?
Yes.
Okay, Linda's here also.
Hello.
Yes, just to give you a heads up.
Thank you.
Okay. Linda, we were talking earlier about the position of assembly person. Imagine we're so used to saying assemblymen. In your case, we would say assembly woman. Okay, because I remember with Annie McWilliams when she came to freeholders, we were so used to saying what was a freeholder man or whatever. We had to change that right there. Okay, Linda, we, for 6 months I walked the streets in Plainfield and different parts of Union County, and even in Essex County. We talked to people. I talked to people about this position, assembly person. You know, most people don't know what it is that you guys do. You're not a mayor. You're not the governor. You're not the senator. So, I voted assemblyman many times. I voted for Jerry Green many times, only because I got some cousins from Georgia named Green. So I just pulled it up. I said, well, hey, you know what? I'm just going to pull it, because I really didn't know the position. I knew the governor, I knew what the mayor meant, councilman, but I really just didn't know what the assembly body was all about. And so many people that have tossed firestones at you guys really don't know what you do. So we want, maybe in your own words, can you explain to the people what exactly that you guys do?
Sure. I'd be happy to, and thank you so much for inviting me here today. I'm very pleased to join you, Reverend, and be here with my partner in the legislature, Jerry Green, and Rick Smiley. I think the best way to think of what the title assembly person, assemblywoman, assemblyman means is to think of it in terms of we assemble the budget for the state of New Jersey,
All right, the budget.
and we assemble the laws that govern. We are a co-equal branch with the governor and with the judiciary, so we're the legislative branch, and it is a different function than being the mayor or being the governor, which is more like being the head, it's being the executive for the community, and
So you guys have a lot to do with the laws and things.
Yes.
Whether the traffic light should be on the corner, is that voted into a law or whatever, or a speeding ticket or something like that?
Well, a lot of it depends. Some of those things are done locally through ordinance, but all the municipalities are what we call creatures of the legislature.
Sure.
So the legislature creates the laws that allows the municipalities to function and to set their local laws, their local ordinances for orderly conduct of business in a community. And I'm somebody who grew up in Fanwood and Scotch Plains. I was born here in Plainfield. I served as a mayor, so I understand the difference. And
in what town were you mayor?
I was mayor of Fanwood.
Oh, okay.
And then served on the Freeholder Board in Union County before going to the legislature and joining my partner in the legislature.
All cell phones off. All cell phones off. Give him a ticket. Give the assemblyman a ticket on that one. Go ahead.
No, I was just giving him a little chorus because when I said his name, we wanted to highlight it. But no, so I've had the honor and privilege of representing Plainfield as part of the 22nd District since 2002 when I went into the legislature at that point.
Okay.
So, and Jerry and I think, have worked very well as partners to try to serve the needs of the communities and the people that we represent. So.
Okay. All right. Rick, go ahead, Jerry.
If I could just add on more to that, when we talk about the laws, we're talking about the laws that really affect your life every day. So those are the type of laws that we're talking about, just like we could be sitting here today and come up with an idea. And if the idea would make life better for the people here in the state of New Jersey, then there's a process that's put in place. LOS is the branch of government that looks at all of the new legislations to make sure legally is something that the people here in the state of New Jersey can live with.
Okay.
Once that happens, then it goes before a committee. Currently, I am chairman of Housing and Local Government. So that means any issue dealing with housing or local government in the state of New Jersey comes through my committee. Now, normally as a committee chairman, what I do is the pros and cons about that particular issue. I have people work it out before we vote on it. Now, if it doesn't get voted out of my committee, it doesn't go anyplace. So that's the first process. The next process is basically, it goes to budget if it has to do anything to deal with financing. If it cuts the mustard there, then it goes to the floor. As Speaker Pro Temp, there's 3 of us decide what bills get posted here in the state of New Jersey. That's the Speaker, Majority Leader, and myself personally.
Okay.
So if the 3 of us say that's something that we feel is not fair, we want it to go back, it doesn't go any further whatsoever. So it's a very, very key role that I play in terms of how the laws are shaped here in the state of New Jersey. Also, as Speaker Pro Temp, it's like the Vice President. That means, for example, for any reason the Speaker can't fulfill his job, then I become Speaker. So that gives me opportunity to sit with the Governor, with his staff, to talk about any issue so that I'm privy to exactly the pros and cons. In effect, it has helped me a whole lot in terms of dealing with some of the issues that's facing the 22nd District.
Okay. Well, I want to go to Rick at this moment, but we better go to the Republicans. I don't want to act like I'm siding with all the Democrats, you know. Bo?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What would you like to say to what Jerry Green has said and Linda Slender said? You have anything to add?
I'm sorry?
You have anything to add?
Well, the only thing that I would say is prior to the break, Assemblyman Green was talking about the reality that you're either Republican or you're a Democrat in Trenton, which I think is a bit unfortunate that at this day and age, and based on the experiences that we've seen on a national level, that it's still so divided among partisan lines. Maybe in some regards, the gridlock that it produces doesn't hurt as much as having one party be completely in control of all the legislative and executive branches. But I would say that, to me, there's a difference between reaching across the line in rhetoric and reaching across the line in reality. And the Assemblyman Green had mentioned something about how he had reached across the aisle to work on avid funding and working with Republicans to get some things done. So obviously, being a Republican in Trenton doesn't preclude you from being effective in helping the kids in this particular case, but in other areas of governing as well. And then also, he pointed out that it could be him and Rick Smiley as the 2 Assembly people, or it could be a combination of the 4 of us, meaning 1 Republican, 1 Democrat, 2 Democrats, 1 new Dem, 1 Republican. There's a lot of variations. It's not a matter of you vote for 1 Democrat, you get both Democrats. You vote for who you believe is going to be the most effective, and if they happen to be a Republican and or a Democrat, the 2 highest vote getters are the ones that are elected. So I just wanted to clarify that as well. It's not like you're voting for the president and you get the vice president along with them.
Okay.
It's the 2 highest vote getters.
All right. And Rick?
Well, Assemblyman Green has pointed out his position with the State Assembly, and Assemblywoman Stender also has standing with the Democratic Party and with the State Assembly. She's committee chair too. She's committee chair of Health and Human Services.
Actually, no. I'm vice chair. I'm vice chair of the Transportation Committee, which deals with our infrastructure here in the state.
Okay.
But as far as Democrats are concerned, like I said, they've been in office for a while, so they have some standing. I've been a Democrat since I was 18.
Sure.
I'm a little older now, but I'm like a 3rd generation Democrat in my family. We've always been Democrats, so make no mistake. When they start talking about new Democrats being something other than Democrats, Rick Smiley was practically born a Democrat. I didn't really even have a choice. By the time I made my decision, it was made for me.
Okay.
So, I'm a Democrat. I've been voting as a Democrat my entire life. I've never missed one.
Okay.
As far as the State Assembly and the Republican Party and how well we can all work together or not work together,